everyone, we are here with the director of RAIZERMAN, one of our shorts at the Dallas Film Festival. It's a great movie, you have to go see it. So thank you so much for coming. Tell everybody your name, clearly you're the director, but why you wanted to do this film.
Yeah, actually my name is Assaf Kafri and I come from Israel. And I'm a young Israeli filmmaker, and it's a short film. It's a film about retirement. It's about the story of a man on his last day at work, a middle-class worker, and what he's gone through until he really realized that he got to cope with retirement. Actually, the story came from a story of my father, who just had the same experience, which actually much affected his life. He was really a worker in his heart. And when he got this experience, it really was hurt. So actually, I never dealt with this thing before, and I deal with it right now with cinematic way. So that's where it came from, and while creating this film, while working on it, I adjusted it and also develop it in the way that I see the story from my side.
Did you work in collaboration with your dad in the development of the story?
My dad is not really in a good situation now, so not really in communication status.
Well,
but I'm sure he knows about it and he's happy about it.
Yeah, it was a wonderful film. He has much to be proud of his son for, because it was really great. Tell us a little bit about why you chose to portray it the way that you did. Doesn't have a whole lot of dialogue, but every time the lead man speaks, it's very poignant. It's very wow. There's a lot of symbolism with what he's talking about, and you display that both, you know, in your choice with not having a lot of dialogue, but also cinematically. Talk about how you developed that.
Yeah, like it's a really compact movie, and it's left like 3 phases, and I just wanted for the audience to feel how the character really feels and how he's by really his reaction to what is going on around him, instead of just talking about it. And I think I achieved it that way.
Absolutely. I loved how you kept the front of his face in shadow, and you had light all around him everywhere else. And you did that for part of the film, and then when things kind of change, so does the lighting on him. I thought that was a very well use of that artistic endeavor. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it's kind of during the movie he realized slowly and slowly that it's all over. Yeah.
Yeah.
And eventually it comes something surprise at the end that probably people have to see it to understand.
Yeah, and I don't want to spoil the end, but it's great. You got to see it. Let's shift gears a little bit. So you are a filmmaker in Israel. Tell us why you wanted to come all the way over to Dallas.
Well, as a filmmaker, I want to be acknowledged. People that know and see my work everywhere. So I wish I would be in every festival, wherever it is in the world,
Yeah.
So it's easier to get to Europe, but Dallas is also an option. So.
How's your experience been so far with it?
It's fun, yeah. It's fun.
Awesome.
It's a car, people, yeah. You got to have a car here, that's what I experienced.
So briefly going back to the film for just a second, I wanted to ask you how long the production of the film was.
Actually, the pre-production started by writing and developing the story for like 4 months.
Okay.
And which was very thing changed, and the script changed totally from one day to another. And eventually, I found the location which actually fits exactly to the story.
It did.
Yeah.
Really did.
And the location where actually I found files of real people that really had the same stories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a place that was closed 20 years ago, and they just lock it as it is, and just we open it in order to screen it over there, to shoot it over there. And I found, while moving around exploring the place, I found many files of workers that had the same story exactly.
Wow.
So it's really like some magic, like really fits to the story. And the production was very quite short. It was one day shooting.
One day.
Yeah, 3 scenes, but it was really accurate, and I had a great team.
Yeah, one very long day.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you shoot it on? What camera?
It's a Panasonic 101 with premier lenses of Zeiss.
Okay, yeah. It looked wonderful, so I liked it a lot. And
yeah, it's got kind of an oldie style, like it should. Actually, it happens in the 90s, so it's kind of this style of.
And then a couple other questions. One, talk about filmmaking in Israel. What is that like? Are there tons of filmmakers in your situation? Is it few and far between?
Yeah, I think it's like everywhere else, but you know, we have a lot of stories in Israel. So
yeah.
yeah, but I think like in everywhere else, like if you think this is what you're gonna do, then you're gonna, you know, start writing, start doing things, and instead of waiting for things to happen.
And is that what
So it's always, it's everywhere, I think, also here in the US, and like everyone have the opportunity. But in Israel, a lot of dealing with the Israeli and Palestinian conflict, because, you know, there's a lot of stories over there about this situation as well. But not only, as you can see from my film, like there are many others, other stories like in any other country, same problem, same issues.
Would you tell aspiring filmmakers, just go out, make your movie? What would be your advice to them?
To inspire new filmmakers?
Well, if you had a young filmmaker come up to you and say, give me something that I could understand or learn from your experience, what would that be? Yeah,
actually I would say that just take a camera and go out and shoot. And just experience the first thing you do, just do it from your heart by instincts. But then sit on it and see how you can communicate with the audience. So in the next film, you will be communicating better with the audience.
Yes, great advice. Thank you. And where can we find out more about the film? Facebook, Twitter, website?
I'm working on a website. It's on Vimeo as well. Some information about the film and everything.
Okay. So website address is to come?
To come, yeah.
To come, okay.
Sure.
So stay
RAIZERMAN.com.
RAZERMAN.com. Wonderful. Well, everybody, RAZERMAN, go see it. It's a great film. It's a short film, so look for it in that section in our guidebook. Thanks, everybody.